It takes longer. I had a Rebbe. He's still alive, and he's still a Rebbe now in Yerushalayim. A marvelous, great man. And I came into his shir in the yeshiva when I was 10 and a half or 11 years old. My Zayda and my father brought me into the yeshiva. I was from public school. I had never learned in a Jewish school. I never even went to Hebrew school. My father taught me at home all the years. And they took me, cold turkey out of the public school and put me in the yeshiva. And they were all 14, 15-year-old boys. And I was frightened out of my mind. I remember the first day, I remember I vomited in the classroom from fear, and he cleaned up. I mean, I look back at it now, it's just... So, years later, you never appreciate your Rabbeim and the younger when you were young because, you think that they're not really important people. The last Rebbe that you have. But when you finally grow up, you realize that the Rebbe that you had in 7th grade or 8th grade also meant quite a deal, quite much to you. So he told me that when he was 10 years old, I recall the incident to him. I remember I was the Rav in Miami Beach then, and he came down. His father-in-law lived in Miami Beach, in fact, was in our shul. So he came down. So he recalled to me, he said that when he was 11 years old in Lithuania, his father sent him away to the famous Kelmer Talmud Torah, the famous yeshiva in Kelm, which was the epitome of Musar and of order. It was a combination of Germanic exactness and Lithuanian punctuality. It was really something. So he came to the yeshiva. He was 11 years old. So you imagine, kid, the first time away from home, 11 years old, all on his own. So he came to the yeshiva, so he hung up his coat in the coat room. So he hung up his coat the way an 11-year-old kid hangs up a coat, right? One sleeve in, one sleeve out, half on the hanger, half not on the hanger. So the mashgiach of the yeshiva watched him hang up the coat, and then he called him over. And he said to him, Bocherl, he says, if that's the way it looks on the outside, can you imagine what it is on the inside? If that's the way you hang up your tips, that's on the outside, it's so tumult, and now, can you imagine what's doing on the inside? Well, that was a Jew. Now, it's hard to say that that's a Jewish attitude, because if you go to Jewish schools today, or you go to a shul or something, it's the coats are lying on the floor. It's a chamitzah, right? Who hangs it up? And I'm constantly amazed when I had the little boys learn at my home Shabbos afternoon. A kid would come in and take off the coat and throw it on the floor. That's where it belongs. But that's not Jewish. It's also part of the baggage that we picked up. A lot of baggage that we have. So he covered himself with clothing, and he could not warm himself because he had no respect for clothes. Stand them in good stead. That's the rabbi said as bluntly as that. I mean, that's a new viewpoint of the matter. You'll take him to the doctor.